Steven, what's going on? What's happening? How's it going? How's your weekend going? Oh, hey John, what's going on? John Amos. It's like I'm having fun. So yeah, I'm testing out some equipment. Stone, this must be Dell. What's up, Dell? I'm testing out equipment. This is on my laptop, so this is gonna be my portable setup. So I got a little ring light and I got the camera. Looks like it's a little blurry, but not too bad. How's the sound? Sound coming in all right? Cool. So that way when I travel, so I'm using the microphone off from the laptop, so I don't have to bring my microphone from home. And I have my webcam. And so yeah, I've been trying to work on this for like a couple hours. So, all right, cool. Awesome. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some traveling. So this is gonna be my traveling setup. So hopefully it works okay. Oh, sweet. So yeah, how you guys doing this weekend? Oh, just different places. Hydro lifter. Nothing exciting. Brandon, what's happening? Yeah, it was a good week, huh? Crushed it. Hopefully, we can keep it going. I think the volatility is going to be up there. Just locally right now, just kind of locally. So yeah, nothing fun. Just dealing with some personal stuff at home. So yeah, so I'm gonna be traveling with my laptop for a bit. So that's pretty cool. You guys stopped in. I got more people watching me right now than I do in my morning streams. So that's cool. You doing some back testing? You trading some Bitcoin today? You're DGen. I'm testing some equipment wood chip. This is off my laptop. So I went and bought a ring light and a mount for my camera, and then I'm using the microphone from the laptop. And yeah, I just spent hours downloading music and trying to get Streamlabs all set up on it. So this is going to be my rolling setup for now till I obviously I'll upgrade equipment once I get to get more quality and stuff like that. But yeah, So yeah, appreciate you guys stopping in, hanging out. What do you guys got going on this weekend, huh? This is what I've been doing all day. I went to the gym earlier and yeah, pretty much I've been to Walmart and Best Buy to get some equipment. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I think what I'm gonna do is end up watching the chat on my phone. End up buying a little phone mount thing for the desktop, a little tripod, so I can set my phone up so I can read the chat. Hey, 96, what's happening? Do not go to top one. So yeah, I've heard about top one. A few influencers were promoting them already, and I was just like, I don't know what the deal with that is, but yeah, no. Fixing my trading physique. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good, 96. Oh, so yeah, you're looking at the top one straight to funded today, John Amos? Yeah. I mean, personally, John Amos, like for me personally, like I like to straight to fund it through Tradeify. It's kind of my. Hey, thanks, Keegan. Yeah, it was a killer day on Friday. So I am gonna be on what is it? Take Profit Trader live now. As soon as they get it all set up. Because if you guys missed it, I made 10,000 on Friday with Take Profit Trader on the Pro account. So now I'm going to be going Pro Plus. So appreciate it, Keegan. You've looked at Tradeify, yeah. Yeah, I got a payout with Tradeify straight to funded last month. Beginning of last month. I actually got 3 payouts with Tradeify last month. And the first one was a little slow, but then after that, the ones after that were so fast. The payouts, they're like my funded futures payouts. So yeah, you like them, Brandon? Yeah, they're pretty good. I like the growth accounts myself. Those are my favorite. I mean, straight to fund is not bad. I mean, 150K, they're expensive, but you get, what do you get? Like 6,500 in drawdown, which is not bad. $6,000 in drawdown. Yeah, so that's a lot of money. I know it's pretty expensive, 35% off, but and it's still pretty expensive, but that's a lot of drawdown you get. It's essentially you're paying for 6,000 in end of day drawdown. It's not too bad. Yeah, I haven't looked at top one at all. But I know that some influencers have already kind of like cut the ties with them, which is a bad sign. I don't know anything about them whatsoever. They could be good. Yeah, Stone, I like your little decal and stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah, Tradeify is pretty good. I like Tradeify. And if you guys want to use my Tradeify link and help me get a custom code so you don't have to use my link and then the default code Spring, feel free. Hopefully I can get a custom code with Tradeify, and then that way you can just put in the code, you know. Yeah, this little ring light thing that I bought from Best Buy is pretty sweet. And then my Elgato face cam webcam fits perfectly in it. Like it's not made for it, but I squeezed it right in there and it seems to work pretty good. I see that I got quite a bit of delay, so I'll probably work on that, see if I can get the delay to come down. So yeah, tomorrow night I'll be streaming on this portable setup. So I'll be staying in a Airbnb, so hopefully it works out for tomorrow night. Hey Dean, what's going on? Got some diehards in there hanging out. Appreciate you guys finding me. So we're just testing some equipment, just hanging out, chatting. Everyone seems to, the music sounds all right. The microphone sounds all right because I'm just using the microphone off the laptop. Seems to look pretty good. I think it's streaming in 720p, but that's is what it is. I don't know if I can fix that or not. Because I don't really have a very expensive laptop. This is just one that I had. I actually bought this laptop when I was traveling to Florida because I was using Quantower. And I needed a laptop to download Quantower because usually I just trade off my Chromebook, and because I use Tradeovate, so just trade off my Chromebook, and that works just fine. Do I use the same strats for NQ and YM? Sort of. I'm just kind of looking for price action stuff with YM. I don't really use the inside bars too often. Strats, but yeah, I kind of like with YM, I look for like big support levels, resistance levels. Plus I just use mechanical strats with a 945 break. That's mostly what I do on YM, 945 candle. The aggressive school run, or with the YM, I tend to look for really cheap trades. So like for instance, like here, I might have looked for to fade this short, thinking like, well, or to stop above here, thinking if it breaks above, then I'm wrong. Things like that. A lot of discretion. Even on Friday, guys, like I wasn't streaming or anything. I used a lot of discretion when I was trading to have that monster day. These candles are so big. Like these grids are in 50s, 50-point grids. I was trading momentum on these candles a lot of times. So like the candle would break above and just start pushing up really heavy. I would just go in long. I went in long off this break of this candle right here for momentum to the upside with 3 contracts and made, I think I was at $4,000 on the Take Profit Pro account. I went in with 3 contracts. This got me $10,000. This got me the pro account right here. This candle right here, 11 o'clock. And I just went in long because it was just pushing so hard. So very risky, you know, tough to trade. Tough to place a stop loss, just kind of whatever, but yeah, made that money. So like mechanical type strats could be like the inside bar, like just a break of the inside bar, Dell or Stone. I'm still gonna call you Dell sometimes, but yeah, that could be, or the mechanical type, like off the 9:45 break here. That's the aggressive school run by Tom Hugard, or an ORB, like the 5-minute ORB. So where you have the first 5-minute candle, which is it's gonna be tricky trading off this little laptop, but so like the break of the 9:45, not the 9:45, it's the 9:30 candle. What am I doing? So like the break of here, like the ORB short, that would be like more mechanical type. So yeah, so I've been setting my stops, John, like 30 points. 30 points. And then I've been trying to move it as quick as possible. So, hey Eddie, what's going on? Yeah, testing out some equipment, Eddie. This is gonna be my portable setup. So right now I'm streaming off my laptop. Hey Daryl Nutsack, what's going on? 5-minute and 15-minute ORB is awesome. Yeah. So I've done tons of research on the 5-minute ORB. So much, like crazy amount. And yeah, I got like years worth of testing and stuff. Break and retest, 50% take profits, like 50% of the candles to take profit, which is an idea that my trading buddy came up with. Well, I'm sure it wasn't original, but something that she uses. And then yeah, well, the idea of the 15-minute ORB stone, better than the 15-minute, the idea is that the 15-minute candle, like if you look, it's huge. So depending on how you figured out how to trade it. So that's the 15-minute candle there. Well, I'm not gonna have my hotkeys. I gotta set up my hotkeys again. I mean, that candle, that's the right one. Well, you can do the first one too. It's like 240 points, that 15-minute candle. But yeah, a lot of people, like Daryl said, is that a lot of people use the retest of that candle. So like the retests. So there's a bunch of different strats and stuff with it. I was trading a funded yesterday just after close, entered a trade suddenly up 165, so I closed it, then it did it again, 225 right away. Accidentally trading minis. Yeah, minis was crazy. I motivated you to push it, Pine. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Eddie. But yeah, that just the volatility. I think the volatility this week, even Sunday night, tomorrow night, I think it's going to be right there. I think it's going to be like that for a few days at least. Kind of like a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I think the volatility is just going to be crazy. So you trade 2 micros on the 15-minute ORB, like you said, the candles are so big. Yeah, so if you're trading micros and sizing down, like those strats work really well. Yeah, try it out, Stone. Try out the 9:45 too, or like my inside bar, my first inside bar of the session. Like do some back testing on that too. So like a lot of like one of the mechanical strats that I trade a lot of times is the first inside bar of the session. You guys see me do that in the overnight too, but I also do it in New York. So here's the first inside bar of the session right here. Look at this. Very first one. So there's the 9:30 open. First inside bar, take the break. And look at that flush. Just massive. 465 points. Actually, if you notice, it never came above that inside bar the rest of the day. The very first one. 18,200 would have been your stop, approximately, because I like to place the stop above and below on the break, but it never came back. Just a wild day. Even the bounces were wild. One trade, yeah, that's all it would take, John Amos. Yeah, just one trade like that. I mean, if I went in like with 5 minis on the personal or something off that trade and just held it the rest of the day, it's like I wouldn't even have to work again the rest of the year. $733 points. 733 points, guys. Off that low of that candle. $73 grand, 5 minis. Oh, thanks, Just Ain't Right. Yeah. So I will be on Take Profit Pro Plus now. Pro Plus. For the inside bar, yes, both of them have to be in Daryl. So the inside bar indicator on Tradeovate here is inside, but on Harami candle, it's just the body of the candle has to be in the previous body of the previous candle. If that makes sense. So like this is an Harami candle right here at 335, and like the wick is on the outside obviously, but the body of this candle is within the body of this candle. Now I have been, and this is something I need to look at, been using like, even if it's just inside the wick, so I consider that part of the body too, but this body and then the body of this candle you can take to short off that. Usually what I do is I target the bottom, place a stop above, and yeah. The Harami. Yeah, John Amos. Yep, one trade a year yesterday. Yeah. Hey, Coach GA, thank you. Yep. Gonna be Pro Plus. Pro Plus. Hey guys, hey, we are streaming, so smash that like button for me. How about that? So we are testing out my new equipment. So I'm on my laptop right now with my ring light and my built-in microphone. So, hey Terry Trades, what's going on? Because I'm going to be doing some traveling. I'll be on this Sunday night, hopefully, if it works. I'm going to be in an Airbnb, so yeah, smash that like button for me, guys. Why not? Hey, and use code PINE. Yeah, so we're just hanging out right now, just making sure everything's working correctly. I know the fan on my laptop is just screaming right now. So you don't understand the inside bar? So yeah, so I'll explain it, Dell, again. It's fine. We're just hanging out anyway. Get rid of this. All right. So I just take the break. All right, so this candle right here, let me pull it up. Let's say we're gonna take the break of this inside bar, right? So we got the low here, 470. So that's the low. So I would place an order, say, well, I'd probably do just a tick or two below. So let's say we go just below. So I'd place a sell order right here for the break, right? And then I'm just kind of using discretion on like how much I'm gonna take. Like where's it gonna go? My stop goes above. So the high of this candle would be 522.75. So my stop would go like, 2 ticks above or so. And then, if it starts going in my favor, like this was a beautiful short, you took a little heat, but once it starts going in my favor, then I start using discretion. I might move the stop to break even, or if we're really in a downtrend, maybe I'll just move the stop above this candle or something where it makes sense. And I'm watching it keep going and, kind of looking for maybe a reversal. Like this was a Harami candle that I would have traded. So you guys are asking about whether or not if it has to be in the body. This is something I would have traded probably, even though it's not in the body, but to me, like the wicks and everything is part of that candle. That's the way I've been trading it lately. That could change, that could evolve, but that's something I've been trading. But anyways, yeah, so I just look for maybe a reversal or like when to get out of that trade. Or sometimes it just flushes so much and I see those dollar signs flashing so quickly that I just hit the market out, So I'm still discretionary on my trading, that's just part of the game. But you like using the inside bar, Brandon? Nice. Hey Elena, how did I change my mindset to hold for bigger moves instead of taking base hits? It's very difficult to hold winners. Well, I don't know. How did I change my mindset? Well, one of the things that my trading buddy and I have talked about is that having our winning days, not so much the trades themselves, but like having the winning days be much larger than my losing days. So I've been really trying to push my winning days. I don't really know like how I've changed. It's funny. Sometimes I look at these trades that I'm in, even on the personal account, and I'm watching it go up thousands and thousands of dollars. And I'm just kind of numb to it. Like I've gotten so I'm numb to it, almost like I'm numb to a losing trade. And one of the things when it comes to prop firms, Elena, is that I look at prop firms like this might help too, is like, what did I pay for this account? Like, what did I pay for this Top Step account? Say I bought an eval, I activated it, so I'm in it for what, 200 bucks? Right? So that's my risk, 200 bucks. It's not what you're seeing on the screen, as far as the trade. Like my risk is $200. Am I willing to risk $200 on this trade or on this account? And the answer is yes. So that's really helped me too. That's helped me not get anxious about taking a losing trade or even in winning a trade, that's really helped me. That's like the key for me is like, I mean, if you're on your last dollar, that doesn't help. Like if you only have $50 to your name, I'm not trying to discourage anyone. That makes it very difficult to trade, whether it's prop firms or personal account or anything like that. It's like I'm willing to lose. Like you guys see me blow up evals all the time. You see me losing funded accounts. It's like I'm willing to take that risk on that trade, knowing that my risk is what I paid for that account. So, and the other thing, Elena, that I try to do that kind of flips my mindset is I add to winning trades. So not every time do I just go full port with 3-5 contracts. Like if I hop in like a trade like here and I start taking heat with one mini, I'm going, oh boy. And then I'll have a stop loss in place or whatever. It doesn't hit it, and then all of a sudden it starts going my way with like force. Yeah, I'm hitting that sell button, like click, 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 click. I'm getting in 3 to 5 contracts on that push. And that kind of like helps too. And then if you stop adding to losing trades, like I'm not talking about people at DCA, but if you stop adding to losing trades, thinking that you just want to try to get out of a trade and start adding to winning trades, you're going to see like those dollar signs, like you're going to see that account grow so fast. You catch a momentum candle, adding to that winning trade, and it'll just blow your mind how fast that account will go up. So anyways, that was kind of long-winded, but I don't know. It's tough. It's just a lot of reps, a lot of screen time, definitely has not been easy, and I still struggle, and I'm still struggling sometimes. In a backdash that inside bar. Oh, nice. Looking for 1-to-1, Daryl. Nice. Yeah, let us know. Let us know what happens. I think it comes down to building confidence in your setups and trust it. Yeah, Brandon. That's what I switched Friday. Probably I'm able to hold PAs for a while, but one tilt day kills me. Thanks. Yeah, so here's a good example. Can I show you guys something? Actually, I don't know if it'll. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can sign in my. I'll show you a post in X that our friend Terry made. I think she posted it on X. Let me see. Look how nice she is. She pinned a post about my channel trying to get me to 1,000 subscribers. All right, here's a good example, guys, on why your winning days, like she's thrown consistency right out the window. Okay, she's threw that consistency right out the window. She's on a 50K account, my funded future starter account, right? She's up $62,630 on it right now. She's ignoring the consistency rules to start. And you can see, like, once she got her account up, the first 3 days she was up $6,500, right? The DLL is $1,200. She's not using DLL as her stop, but she's using the DLL as a stop for the losing day, right? And you can see her graph right here, right? These are DLLs, right? DLL, DLL, DLL. But her winning days are much bigger than the $1,200 losing days. And you can see, like right here, she took a couple losing days in a row, but overall her equity curve is going up. It just keeps going up, and she's taking out, I believe, 2 payouts out of this account. So even though she's well above the consistency rule of 40%, she's still taking 2 payouts out of it, max payouts. And right now, she doesn't have to worry about getting down to that 50,100 level, which is the minimum balance, because her balance is up $62,630. If that makes sense. So like, this is like what we have been talking about keeping the winning days much bigger than the losing days, because like I have in the past, you can see right here, she's like the usual typical strategy, aiming for $100 to $200 per day for a payout is what a lot of people do. The base hits. She's gone the opposite way, and I have too. I'm looking for big winning days. Like if I make $1,000 on that first trade or something, I'm risking that $1,000 to make another $2,000 or $3,000 for the day. And then you kind of got to know yourself, like, am I over trading, or am I still taking my setups, or if I should quit for the day? So yeah, that's anyways. So yeah, shout out to Terry Trades 100. Follow her on YouTube and Twitter. Um, yeah, just awesome game plan there, and quite the equity curve. So if you get a good start on the account, hit the gas. Don't hit the brakes. Hit the gas. Not financial advice, but a TPD, if you fail a test account and you reset the account, then you have to pay an activation fee, or not if you pass it. So Vincent Vega, from what I understand, you shouldn't have to pay the activation fee. It should be all it should still work under the promotion. That's what I understand. I hope I'm correct. I find I'm wounded by losses. I guess I got to change that. Yeah. So sure, Elena. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate that, Elena. I want to add a contract when I'm up 300, but the down drawdown scares me when it pulls back right after. Yeah, Stone. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, and with intraday drawdown accounts, like it's scary, you know. Would you agree in the flow with the market go bigger on A+7s? If not, sit it out, size down. Yeah, Coach GA, for sure. Like you don't want to get caught in the chop. A lot of times, like after 11 a.m. Eastern time, you can get caught in that nasty chop. Even noontime, like this stuff right here. You know, this is nasty. And it only takes one trade, really. It only takes one trade. You, like I said, you know, you took that inside bar, that first inside bar Friday. That was 733 points. You know, obviously, if you got max profit, and no one does, but yeah, 733 points. That's the other thing that I like to do too, guys, is I like to count points instead of money. That kind of helps me. But yeah, it definitely is a method to this prop game, Eddie. And that's why we call it a game, right? Hey, Trev, what's happening? What's up, buddy? So we're testing out some equipment, Trev. Just hanging out. This is going to be my portable setup for now. It's my budget portable setup. Aaron, her reasoning is spot on. Yes, Aaron, I agree. If you guys are just tuning in, yeah, check out Terry Trades 100 on this. Just a really good trader and just super smart. Like, just a really smart trader. And is fully committed. Follow me on Twitter too, guys. Pine Tree Trader. See down here. Give me a follow on X. I post a lot of things on there that I don't post on YouTube. So yo, that's actually a banger. I'm always worried about consistency. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Del. So I kind of squashed the consistency with that Take Profit Trader 25K account. So when I made 10 grand on that, I also got a payout, guys, on that same account. So on that Take Profit Trader account, I took a payout and still got the account up to what, 36,000 or something like that 25K account. And they locked me out at 10,000. So they kicked me out and moved me to Pro Plus because I had 10,000 in one day. So, but yeah, so that 25K account was the one that I took to the promised land. And I'm gonna withdraw 5,000 out of that 10,000 as soon as they let me. So I'm gonna take half of it. From what I understand, I can do that, and then I'm gonna leave 5,000 in the live account and then see what I can do with it. Like, why not? Like, if I blow it, I blow it. But but I'm gonna see what I can do with it. And I'm probably not gonna trade my personal account until I blow that that 5,000. I have definitely learned to lock in and step on it when I'm trading well, and market is giving an opportunity for taking 250 and leaving it, taking advantage of good days to offset the bad days. Absolutely, Michael. Yeah, that's exactly it. Well, it's a 10,000 buffer right now, Stone, but I'm gonna take out 5,000. I'm gonna take out the 5,000. So I take out half, and then I'll have a $5,000 buffer, I believe. And I'll just trade it the way I've been trading, and we'll see. But yeah, Michael, that's exactly what I've been doing lately. It's like some days you're just feeling it, right? Some days the market is just everything's turning to gold, and it's like, why not step on the gas? Step on that gas. Like, I know, like Top Step and stuff, they like see the. All right, so when you hear prop firms talking about certain things, yeah, full-time trader, I know. I don't think I can though. I don't think I can. I don't think they allow me to. I don't really know how it works yet. But that's one thing, like when you hear prop firms telling you things, like my attitude has always been like do the opposite, right? Because they're in business to take your money. Because it's us versus them. It's us versus those prop firms. They like to act like we're working with them and all this stuff. But let's be honest, as traders, we want to take their money. And so when I hear Top Step or whoever saying jab, 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 base hits, they want you to take those $200 days. And then the next day, they want you to lose $2,000 and blow up the account, right? I want to take $4,000 that day. And then that way, if I lose 2,000 the next day, then I go, oh well, I lost 2,000. It sucks, but I still got the account. I still got 2,000 in that account. That's what Terry and I have been doing lately, and it's been working. But yeah, no need to share any money with prop firm if you don't have to. Exactly, full-time trader props. Also, hope traders will allow the daily drawdown to increase as profits increases. The props no larger losses over become a downward spiral blowing up. Yes, they also do things to try to get in your head, Coach GA. They'll do things like Top Step. They start you off at 0. They start you off at 0. And that's just all psychological. It's just a mind fuck, right? They start you off at 0. And that way, if you go under on the first trade, now you're already thinking negative. All right, I'm down $500 in this account now. Instead of starting off at 50,000 or whatever. And then that way, when you go down 500, you're down 49,500. And like, it's not as bad as a psychological, in your brain to me. Like it doesn't affect me as much. But I know when I first started with Top Step, when I was a new trader, and that 0 came up, and then I would just downward spiral after I would see those negative numbers on top of the screen. If that makes sense. Yeah, they do things like that. They've hired like psychologists and stuff to screw with us. If you use a TPT credit for an eval account, does it? No. If you have a credit, Zelda, Palm, then you will have to pay the activation fee. So if someone gives you an account, like a credit, they give you an account, Zelda, then you have to pay the activation fee. You used to really like Top Step, yeah. I mean, I still like Top Step, John, but yeah, they all do it. They all try to mess with you. You always know a failing newbie trader, he always believes the fraud scam perpetuated of advantage of going live. Yeah, right. Exactly. I never wanted to go live full-time trader. I was just in that trade, 3 contracts, and I'm like, I'm not giving this back. This thing is rocking and rolling. I was at $4,000 that day on that TPT Pro, and I was like, you know what? I could take the $4,000 for a payout, but like this is a really juicy setup, and I just hopped in with 3 contracts, and I got to 10K, and like with that volatility, it was like quick. Like I made that $6,000 in I don't know, a minute, 30 seconds. I don't even know. It was crazy. So I was like, yeah, heck with it. But I am going to take as much as I can out of that before that goes live. So whatever they allow me, which I don't really know. So I got the email saying that they're going to have to like set up the Pro Plus account and all that stuff. So thanks, full time trader. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. So that was my thinking in that. Um, because forever, like I would keep my profit target, or well, I keep my profits lower so they wouldn't put me in live. So I never wanted to go live. Oh, thanks, full time trader. Appreciate that. What is my funded futures deal? Straight to live seems stupid. I hate it. Um, that my funded futures. I never cared about that. It just seems dumb. So yeah, give me a follow on X if you guys are on X. Appreciate it. Give Terry Trades a follow on X. Terry's got much more followers than me. I think she's over 2,000 something now. Yeah, 2,300 followers. But her tweets and stuff are so good. But yeah, this is like if you guys are just tuning in, like this is just a badass tweet, badass post right here on changing your mindset on how to look at props and the consistency rule. So give that a read. And that's kind of like what I've been doing lately. So Coach GA, so my personal account, I've had Tradeovate and Iron Beam. So I had Tradeovate for a longest time, and then I stopped trading a personal account. I just focused on prop firms. And in the meantime, I had all my investment money in E-Trade. And so what I did with E-Trade is I signed up for futures with E-Trade. So I trade right now with E-Trade futures, but I don't recommend it. Like all I do is push the button. You know, the charts are horrible, everything. All I do is I have the DOM up there, depth of market, just the market in and the market out pretty much. And then that's what I do. And I'm watching Tradeovate charts as I'm hitting the button on the E-Trade. Not financial advice, but like some brokers that are pretty good, Tradeovate or Ninja Trader. If you use any of those platforms, you might as well just go with those on a personal account. And Iron Beam is pretty good. So if you use Rhythmic Connections, Iron Beam's pretty good. And some people use AMP too, AMP futures, but yeah, right now I'm just using E-Trade. Of course, if you don't want to risk your own money, prop firms is still good. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I wish I never started with my personal account. Like when I first started trading on my personal account, back when I first started trading futures, so in 2021, first thing I did, like most people do, I took 10,000 hard-earned dollars that I barely had, and I ended up putting into a Tradeovate account brokerage. Blew it up. Like within, I was demo trading, all that stuff. I thought I had it licked. I thought I had my strategies. And yeah, and I blew it up in, I don't even know, a few days. Um, Put more money in there, like $5,000. Took that 5,000, I built it up to probably like $12,000, and then blew it all up again. That's a lot of evaluations and stuff. And then I ended up going with like Top Step back in 2021, and I paid a lot of money back then. I'll sign in right now. I'll show you guys while we're just hanging. And they were step 2. They were 2 steps back then. You had to pass 2 steps with Top Step to get a funded account. Oops. So if I go to billing here, and I click way back, to 2021, right here. First Top Step account right here. June 21st, 2021. $300 for step 1. And then I reset it for half off, and then reset it for $99 each time. And then let's see. Oh, I finally made it to step 2 a month later in July. And step 2 costs $375 for step 2. And then I reset those for $99. And then I got another step 2 here, August of 2021. I wonder if it shows like when I went live. I used to think I had to have 150K accounts back then too. Now I have my biggest days with 25K account. Remember these accounts? They used to have the step 1 and step 2 micro accounts. These were swinger accounts. So the 10K Top Step accounts, you used to be able to hold these micros overnight. So you could hold these overnight. Yeah, crazy. Then I took a big break. I think in 2022, I didn't trade much. Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. It looks like a few months where I took off. I ended up taking a huge hit on my personal account, and I had to go back to work. Yeah, right there. Look, March 2022, and then my next account was January 2023. That was right when I lost like 60,000 out of my personal account trading options. Did the same with Ninja Trader. My friend said that was tuition. Yeah. If I could do it all over again, John Amos, to be honest with you guys, like I would have just stuck with the prop firms. My tuition would have been way lower, way lower. I was given credit to buy 50K TPT. Doesn't mean I have to pay. Yes, you have to pay activation fee for Humanity. Yep. If you got a free account for Take Profit Trader, it's nice to get that free account, but you still have to pay the activation fee. So this is the last year a lot will be broke. You think so? It's about the end, right? The end of Apex 2025, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right. And back then, 2021 full-time trader, Apex was around, but I did not like Daryl, the owner, the founder of Take Apex, sitting in his dusty old basement, like on a whiteboard, like explaining rules and stuff. I was like, no, like Top Step was like way more established at that time. And so yeah, I was just like it was like Top Step was like the only one that I could trust at the time. Options are the biggest scam. It's all the asset where you can perfectly correct in direction and still lose. Yeah, that's what happened to me, full time trader. If you don't know what you're doing with options, like just don't. Just stay away. You can make so much money with just futures. You started with TradeNet, huh? I think I remember them too. My brother started with UProfit, which is still around, and they rug pulled them. They ended up rug pulling them. So Lilu, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Lilu. Yeah, I remember Lilu. Yeah, I pretty much just stuck with Top Step back then. Like last year, we were in like the golden age of props. I mean, really, I still think we are today. If you trade props, like it's so much better than what it was a few years ago. The competition is good for us, us consumers. Nobody uses Lilo. How are they still around? I know. I don't know. Some of these props I don't understand. It's like why? How are they still around? Oh, thanks, GA. Yeah, that's what happened. Is like I blew up and I went back to work. Um, I went back to doing some carpentry. So I was doing a lot of carpentry. Um, I had invested in a home way back in 2010, 11, or something like that. And I ended up rebuilding that house, like renovating it. And I just worked night and day and ran up every single credit card that I have, every Lowe's credit card that I maxed out Lowe's credit cards. I maxed out Home Depot credit cards. I maxed out everything to get that house renovated. And then I sold it during COVID and I made some money and that got me back into trading full time. That's what I did. But while I was waiting for the house to be sold, I was delivering DoorDash, Uber Eats, all that stuff. I know Zabak does that stuff too sometimes. But yeah, I was a gig worker. I did all that for a long time to pay my bills and to pay off, like pay those payments on the credit cards was one, and to buy more evaluations and stuff. And I was still working on evaluations with that DoorDash money and stuff. So, but yeah, that's the thing. It's just like you can't give up. You cannot give up. You have to do what you have to be obsessed with this. You have to do whatever you can to keep going at this because that's what it takes. Is for me, it was just time. It took me 2.5 years to get a payout, like one payout, like, and that was with Apex. It took me 2.5 years. And then since then, I have not missed a payout in a month in what, 14 months, 13 months, 15 months, something like that. 15 months. I've gotten a payout every month, at least one. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I'm not, it's just, it's been hard. This is the hardest thing I've ever tried to tackle. I started off trading options, still do from time to time. Futures are total cheat code. So much easier. TX, yeah. TX Roughneck, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you really learn options like the spreads and selling calls and all that stuff, like you can make some money. My trading buddy makes money with options, and so does Cove Trader on YouTube. Good options trader. For me, I never caught the option bug. When I lost money trading options, it was 0-day QQQ options. I just tried to day trade them like an idiot. Not financial advice, just don't do that. Just trade NQ or MNQ. I was trying to ask what props don't have minimum days and PAs to go direct funding. I use T, but they both have those. Uh, uh, take take profit trader, Trev. Take profit trader. Um, I don't mind funded futures, Trev. It only has 5 days that you have to trade. That's a good, my funded futures starter accounts only 5 days. Gets better every day for sure. If you have to pay the second month with the Apex account, there's an 80% off discount on full price. So what you want to do is you want to look at your rebill on your page. Simon of Lee, sometimes it's the same on the rebill. Sometimes it's recurring, sometimes it's not. So you really want to watch that. Like sometimes when they run 90% off, like when they did with Rips the other day, that bill is going to be recurring. So $15 every month. So those accounts that I blew with Rips, I'm not going to cancel those accounts. I'm going to continue getting those accounts for $15 from here on out until I pass one or whatever. So yeah, you really want to look at your dashboard because it's different every time. I just have a feeling if you're not trying to trade in the end of your personal account, feeling if you're not trying to trade in the end for your personal account, these props firms will be dealt with by the government soon. Yeah, I think so, Zabak. I think this is my opinion when it comes to prop firms and the Alphabet Gang, which is the government, CME, places like things like that, is that they want their cut. It's not so much that they want to end prop firms. They want the fees, the data fees, that kind of stuff. Like that's what they want. Because at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. It's all about the money, and that's what they want. But yeah, we'll definitely see. I think there is definitely going to be changes coming. We're already seeing changes. So yeah, right. Yeah, they don't. Well, yeah, they don't want a good thing to last too long unless they're getting their money. Sabak, that's for sure. Unless they get their money. Thank you, Eddie. Oh, thanks, Simon of Lee. Consistency warrior, yeah. That's why you love it. That's why it's so hard. Yeah, Michael. For sure. That's why I love it too, because it's so hard. I mean, it's not. It can be physical, but it's not physical labor. Like I'm a blue collar worker. I've done everything from digging ditches to septics and carpentry and you name it. Like I've done it. Roofing. I've done it all. But yeah, this is like the first thing where you have to like kind of use your brain, and the psychological warfare that trading has on you is just so difficult. So difficult. It's insane. It's insane. All the books I have, like over there, they're all the trading books they're not really trading books. They're psychology type trading books. Start out on Aaron. You start out with options, bad decision. Now you're 100% in futures. Oh, nice. We are fighting ourselves, and if you stay with it, you really do become a better person internally. Oh yeah, for sure, Zabak. Like I trade. I mean, most of my day, most of my morning is all trying to work on my brain. Working out, really good for my my anxiety or depressions or whether it's trading or off trading, like working out, like physically working out. And I meditate every single day, and I've only missed like maybe 2 days or so in like years meditation. I meditate every morning before I start trading and streaming for 20 minutes every single day. And I've done that for 5-6 years. 5 or 6 years. This channel has turned out really good. Hope you're having fun with it. I can't imagine trading with strangers watching. Assignment of Lee, yeah, that's definitely been difficult, trading in front of people. I had a monster day yesterday off stream, and because I still have that trading anxiety, trading in front of you guys, like in the morning and stuff, it's still tough. I feel like I'm off a little bit. Did you see JCap is over 2 million with Apex and one payout away? Inspiration. Wow. I don't even know who JCap is. But yeah, someone just took a massive payout with Apex off a single account, like over $1 million. First thing to do with trading, don't take it personal. The market is solvent. You're not. Follow the plan. Cliche, but all true. Yeah, that's exactly it, Trev. Yeah. You can't get upset when you have a losing trade or a losing day. I mean, you just got to control it, as best you can, because the market can be completely random. And it's just about us, like you're saying, risk to reward. Like, you got to have proper risk to reward and push the button without hesitation, right? Just push that button. You can't think about it too much sometimes. If you start overanalyzing, that's when you get in trouble. At least that's what happens to me. One thing that has helped me recently was looking at it like a business. In my RE biz, I don't think twice, spending thousands of dollars, but props. I'm scared to move an activation fee. Oh, yeah. Yep. I know. Yeah, I don't know, Eddie. Like, I don't have that issue. I actually have the opposite issue. The funny thing is, like I don't know about you guys, but like I'll go to like Subway sandwiches and I'm like $15 for a sandwich. I'm like, I'm skipping the drink. I don't need no drink. I ain't paying $20 for a meal. But yet I'll reset a take profit trader account for like $650 without even blinking. I'll buy more TPT and Apex. Oh, thank you, Coach GA. Appreciate that. Yeah, you guys have been using my code on Apex and Velanox. Terry Trades 100, all caps for Take Profit Trader. That's my my friend. So appreciate you using her code. And yeah. Yeah, you gotta hit the button, Trev. Yeah, you can't overanalyze too much. That's when I know I'm getting in trouble. It's like when I'm like sometimes on stream, maybe it's a little bit later in the morning. It's pushing 2-3 hours of trading and streaming, and then all of a sudden I'm looking for that trade. Like when I start looking for it, it's usually not as good of a trade. When that trade just comes to you and you just know you got to hit the button, or like when you're watching the charts and you see that trade coming up or whatever, or seeing that setup, and you're like, oh man, this is going to be a good one. And all of a sudden you're scrambling to sign into your other accounts because you want to like copy trade them, or like your personal account, you want to take that same trade. Those are the best trades. Like, and they only come every so often, but like, do we have the patience to wait for those setups to come? That's the thing. That's the key. So but yeah, guys, so anyways, I think I'm gonna call it there. I mean, pretty awesome. You guys came and hung out. We tested out some equipment. Hopefully everything sounds good. The music sounds good. The mic sounds good. And yeah, so this tomorrow I'm gonna end up using this on the setup because I'm gonna be doing a little traveling. So tomorrow night I'm fully committed to hopping back on stream for our Sunday night stream. And yeah, hopefully it all works out well. That was my whole goal for today, was to get this thing set up to hang out on stream with you guys. So hopefully it works out for tomorrow night, 6 o'clock 6 o'clock Eastern time, 6 p.m. Eastern time for the market reopen. And I think we're going to get some volatility. So I think it's going to be fun. We'll sling around some cheap evals, things like that. Maybe take a funded trade. I don't know. With a new setup, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm looking at this little monitor down here compared to my big desktop monitors. So I got up here. Like this could be a little tricky. So I say the same to my wife when I'm looking for a trade. I know I'm in trouble. A lot of trading is waiting for an opportunity and having the courage to plan to execute it. Yeah, for sure, Trev. So smash that like button on your way out, guys. Help out the channel. And yeah, use my code PINE on Apex and Velanox if you guys are using those companies. And take Tradeify, guys. I haven't been getting many Tradeify sales. I know it's because it's a pain in the ass to use my link and use the default code SPRING. So you got to use my link and then my LANK and then use the default code. And where I'm grinding up there, so once I get to $1,000 in sales, then I can request a custom code. And then once I get the custom code, then you guys can just go on the Tradeify website like normally and then just put in my custom code, you know, PINE or whatever it's going to be, hopefully PINE. And then I'll just get the credit and then you guys get the discount and, you know, helps me buy equipment like this. Like literally I haven't made a dime off YouTube or affiliates. I've reinvested it all right back in with equipment and the giveaways and things like that. So hey, playing games. Yeah, we're streaming. We're just testing out some equipment. Appreciate you guys. Oh, I appreciate you, Dell. Hopefully it works because we had someone else use my code or my link and my code for Tradeify and it didn't even work. And I fought with Tradeify and told them, even showed them timestamps in the chat when it happened and they still wouldn't give me credit. So thanks to Time Pine, it was fine. Now it's time for me to dine on some wine. Why are you reading this? Because you can't you see it rhymes? Yeah. And I can't rap, so. Hey, it was no fear. No, we're just testing out some equipment. So yeah, Simon of Lee, I'm on a laptop right now. I have a ring light, which looks like it's getting a little dark. Let's change this here. Oh, it might be dying. I don't have it plugged in right now. But yeah, so I'll have that plugged in, that ring light. So yeah, so I got a laptop now. I got a ring light. I got my camera mounts to it, and we're using the internal microphone on the laptop. So, yep. Anna, what's happening? Yeah, we're testing out some equipment so I can do some traveling tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we'll be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Smash that like button on your way out, guys. And I will catch you guys later. Catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to go get something to eat myself and chill out. So nice talks. Nice talks about the markets and the psychology and trading and stuff. So appreciate the support, guys. And yeah, see you guys later.